Okay guys, in this video it's really late and it's nearly 3:30 in the morning. I'm just doing a little bit of art practice, just doing some sketching of some building. I'm just going to go really naturally, just really start sketching in some random shapes and just see what we can make with it. Basically just really, can you see how I'm just really not even thinking much about what I'm doing, I'm just doing it there, just doing the shapes, just doing it like that. Now the idea is I'm going to look into that and see what I can see. So I can see some shapes in here already that I'm liking the look of, which I could use, but whether or not they're really going to work, I'm not too sure at all. I can see shapes in there already off the bat that I could be using for buildings, but looking at it really, there's so many images I can see within that scribble that I don't really want to work with it because it doesn't make much sense, and although it would be good, I don't want to go with it. This here also, I can see a seam here. Sometimes you look into some scribble and you can see certain things that you might want to work with, We're really surprised. Anyway, I'm going to delete that and try again. So what the difference is this time is I'm going with some very rough scribbly shapes, you see. Let me just do something. I want to try something. Okay, I'm going to do basically a 2-point perspective. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my 2 points in. There they are. I'm going to just pretend that those are my points. Okay, they're not going to be perfect. Well, they are going to be my points basically, And I'm going to. They're really rough. I'm not going with any ruler or anything. You can see. In fact, a lot of those points aren't even matching up. Let's start from the point maybe better. They're going a little bit, wonky as well, as you can see. Ugh. I'm just too lazy to use a ruler, and I want to just see what I can come up with basically from this. Okay, so this time we've got a horizon that's in the middle. I'm going to put some straight lines too down. Okay, I'm going to make it like this, and I'm going to make this larger so it encompasses the whole thing. Turn this like this, okay, and then from this, even though it's not perfect, I'll lock it, make another layer there. I'm going to do our usual thing with the sky, just here, behind that. Make this really faint, just about visible. And I'm going to make our shapes underneath it this time. Now this is what I'm trying to work out. Am I going to go with well, I guess I should really. I was going to start making some building shapes, but I'm going to go with the cutting instead, like this, and get basic building shapes like this, working from a cut. Hold on, that was wrong. That was wrong. Let's put the building in here like this. Okay. Oh, hold on. It's going to have to be like that. Okay, now. I'm going to go to the adding part and go add a part to it like here. Okay, now turning off the highlight, and I'm going to go with one of these brushes, right? Basically, I'm going to go in. I think what we'll do is add an initial D, no, initial yellow, and a scratchy brush being the pink one with a ruler this time, nice and light, but going straight in the straight lines. Yeah, as possible. Okay, as possible. Deselect, turn that off, and it doesn't go hard. Let me go like this. Turn that off. It's a way of getting perspective, isn't it? It sure is. Yeah, it is a way of getting perspective. But something about this doesn't seem right. It seems to me that I should maybe be drawing the outside, like the lines to a building. It seems almost like I should be drawing it. I just keep feeling like I should be drawing these buildings in, you know, with a pencil, like literally imagining as a pencil here. I'm not even using a ruler. Look like just going in. This is not the problem, is you end up so scratchy. See, this is the itchy and the scratchy show. Yeah, we don't want to have one of these like these ugly lines, do we? We don't want to have that. This is the thing. It's like the initial building needs to be small. Sorry. Let's see. Let's just scribble one in. Okay, I'll scribble like a building in, right? Just do that. Scribble it in. Right, first off the bat. I like to do these, you know. Because when they're so scratchy and like this, you don't need to worry, do you? Because it's all shit. So because it's all within that, and it's your guide. It's not the actual final thing. It's not the final fight. Amazing game series, huh? Absolutely incredible. Now the idea is to go really without a care in the wood, just as good old Bob Ross would say, without a care in the world. Just do it, you know, just draw what comes naturally to you. Yeah. I'm just going to put a little door on there. And that door will match up to about that height. Yeah. Fantastic. You have yourselves a wonderful life. Oh man, Bob Ross is incredible. Right, so okay, we've got that now. Let's look at the building. So overall, what we've got is buildings do have straight lines. Buildings are made up of straight perspective. I mean, they just literally are. They're made up of straight perspective, you know. They're gonna be, aren't they? You're gonna have certain shapes and things on them, but overall it's straight perspective. I'll turn this off for a second and see a bit more what we're doing. Hold on, turn this really faint. And let's see if this is the start to absolute wonders, okay? Yeah, do we draw the building out with every line, or do we colour this thing into blocks first? Yeah. Maybe we should. Maybe we should try that. Maybe we really should do that, you know? I don't know. And then add the lines on later. Let's give it a try. Heck, why not? See if we even care. Oh man, Bob Ross's spirit lives in me, I'll tell you. Right, so, I nearly started drawing shapes. Maybe that's where I'm wrong, right? We need to draw shapes with the polygon tool. Going along those straight lines isn't gonna be easy. So I'm cutting around basically the edge of what we've got here. Here's what I'm doing. My golly, and I'm gonna go to, let's see, the scratchy brush with, and I'm gonna go with straight lines, downwardly, very faint pink. Okay, something like that. I'm not loving it, to be honest with you. You gotta remember, this is just the initial D, the initial let's go with let's just deselect dangerously, turn that off. Maybe this is going to work. So I'm just down here, just about to see the lines, right? I'm going with some a few pencil lines. I'll make them a bit strong in the beginning. I'll turn off that. I want to clip it too, but I can't. A few pencil lines on the outside, see, like we did before with the other pictures, you know. Yeah. And like the main straight lines of the drawings, we need to go in and understand it. We need to go in and understand it somewhat. This is our drawing, and we will be, as I say, erasing parts of the pencil line later on. Okay. Broken up lines and stuff like that, you see. I'm going to go here. Put it over here, maybe. Yeah, go with the window, fair enough. I think the goal here is really not getting carried away, but having enough lines in there. But they've got to be right though. Can you imagine the artists of old, the anime artists that literally spent hours on paper with rulers and erasers and everything that's ready? Can you imagine it? Like the fucking the effort. Can you imagine it, you know? Some extra lines in too, maybe like that. So an idea. That ain't too bad, is it? Turn that off there. Turn that off there. Oh, turn that off there. You know, bring that down a bit. I think if we start to work with some different colours and things, we might have something going there. I don't know. I don't know. It works, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. I don't know. It is fascinating. I'll tell you that. Let's try this. Let's try this. Look. Is that doing some wonders? I think it is. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Let's give that a selection. Right, listen to this. And blur it slightly. It's nice, right? Deselect. Stronger hue. Yeah, look. Hold on. It's coming somewhat, right? I think it is, you know. We come on here. And just like say, even make some shape, just, I don't want to rush, but look, in here. I think what we can do also is like erase parts of like the bottom. You see where I'm not. Maybe I'm talking crap actually, because we need to watch that perspective. And what am I doing? You know? Yeah, what am I doing? Hold on. We do need to see what's going on right down the bottom part of the okay. I've gone for a brown there, and I'm going to go for a blue up here for the windows. I'm going to keep it really simple. How about that? Hang on. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Make those lighter. It's coming in there. You may have worked this thing out somewhere. I'm going to go on here. I'm going to work ourselves a little road in. What's this? I'm going to put this all the way back here to the horizon, okay? Just don't worry, bear with me. Trust me on this. Actually, don't need to worry, I was going to do something. Okay, I will do it, okay. Oh, oops. That wasn't too good. Let's go to the selection tool and start taking away. This is the wonder of this amazing piece of software. I'm going to go here, here. Good job. San Francisco. Let's go to, don't know why I said that. I'm going to go paint it like across like this, kind of, with some texture, you know. But make it faint and blurry somewhat, you know, for now. It's crazy because like the buildings are so light like that. I think we've got to make this even more faint just to make it work almost. It's like, I don't know, like why is it that colour, you know? Whatever, let's just go and make a road here. It's on the wrong side, that's what it is. What's on the wrong layer? Let's go. Let's just cut this for a second as well. Let's just go about like that for this one. I want to just keep it simple, right? Where is it? Rectangle selection. So okay. Yes. Pink like that, maybe. Not too sure about it. Okay, there. Let's delete that now. And our guide, I think we can kind of delete that really as well. Because I don't think we're going to put any buildings in the background or anything really. However, doing that sometimes is a good little way to see if your scene will fall in nicely. So I'll do a couple of buildings in the background, you know. Yeah, you know, to make it a bit more like something's going on back there. I'll just fix those in a moment, you'll see. I'm going to just erase basically. Turn them really faint. Erase from here. Airbrush. Make them a bit faded at the bottom, see, so there's like fading into the mist. Oh, do you remember that? The Illusion of Mist. That was Bob Ross. What a wonderful man. Fucking incredible guy. The Illusion of Mist. Oh, of course, I see what we've done. Something we've missed out. Have you noticed what it is yet? We've missed out. Let's get rid of this for a second. Unlock that. We've missed out on one thing very, very important. And that is the shadows, right? Also, there is not much colour going on the roofs. I'm going to merge this down, keep merge this down as well, keep the lines for a second, and I'm going to knock all the lines on the bottom of the building. You know, actually, that's quite an important thing. Let's do some little lines actually. I need to go to sleep. It's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning. And this is for my passion of creation. Let me erase some of those lines in a moment, but I'm going to duplicate this, make it a bit darker, you see. Later, hold on. First, we need to do some more things. So let's make a white roof just really quickly. Something like that. How about we do a white shape or something here on the building here? I don't know why. Just something different. This was supposed to be white too. I don't know why the hell it didn't come up as white. But it's white now. Yellow door knocker, why not? Maybe bring that down a bit, merge it, make another one, make it low, and come over the top here as well. Colour that a little bit. See, the thing I'm noticing though, the only thing I am noticing is, like, by doing that we get rid of some of that colour effect. I don't know what the whole idea is. Still missing the point. Let's duplicate that, which is darker, somewhat there, and we'll make some shadows. So I'm going to erase carefully now. From under here. Now I'm really just doing it randomly. See, like what I'm doing, they're just trying to imagine, basically, you know. How the shadow would form, and everything looks better when it's got that bit of shadow on, doesn't it? I know. Put a little bit there, just helps. I think make that a little bit darker even still. Whoa, that looks much better, right? Yeah, actually, that done the trick. Let's erase a little bit in here and here. Bit of hand work or whatever, you know. We can still make it even more, so I'm duplicating that down to an even darker one now, bringing that below this one and erasing from the top layer little things here just to help where the doors are and stuff, you know. That's all I wanted to really do, just that. Okay. I've got some yellow in there too. Now I'm going to play with this. Okay. I'm going to take those lines off. We can see some stuff going on, right? I'm not going to do that though. Yeah. Let's do some random little shines in here, just on the window, just quickly. Shine there, and yeah, so that the colour isn't actually it's about here it looks a little bit rough because I did it so freehand. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to go here now carefully with that eraser version of the airbrush, a really light opacity, and just start erasing various pencil lines just in certain areas to kind of break it up a bit. Just to make it like, you know, it was drawn by hand. The impression kind of, you know, of that. Which it was drawn by hand. Now I drew it tonight. You know what I'm saying now, right? And the kind of thing I'm trying to get at. So there you go. Not a lot going on in this one. I'm going to go on another layer here, and I'm going to go to gradation map. Well, that didn't do it. Make a duplicate. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, gradation map. Okay, do a duplication of it. Okay, oh shit, what have I done? Okay, get those CD, hold on, we're going to go here. Okay. To gradation map. Okay, very nice. Actually, affects the effects that are coming on it. Actually, really nice. You can see what they've actually done now. I'm going to go with that and bring that down. So it's like that, it's just like that. If we put it on top, adds a little something to it, right? That would also be really nice, but we're going to go with this. What I've done there. And merge it on top of that. We could have put more details on the roof and various things like cracks and things, signs and all kinds of stuff. I'm just going to bring it's all merged down now, so I'm going to do some contrast, which is doing the wonders on that, I must say. Duplicate it, make a darker one, slightly darker, go with the airbrush eraser, as we always do, and erase in the middle to show the brighter area. Merge that down, play with the tone curve. Bring certain areas up brighter a little bit. Here, the levels maybe a little bit too, I don't want it to be too dark, you know. Nice, I'm going to go with a unsharp mask, which is doing some wonders on it. To a degree, it's doing pretty good. And we do a blur, Gaussian blur. We don't want to go too crazy, so keeping it simple. We do a chromatic aberration. 1 or 2, I think, like that, simple. And then looking alright to me. Unsharp mask again. I will be careful with it. And now the levels one more time. And I think we got ourselves a nice little basic scene there. I mean, colours wise, you can mac it up a bit crazy if you want to do that kind of thing. Mac it up a bit crazy. I'm just making words up at this point, but you know, you can come here, you know, crop it enough so you're happy with it. You know, I think that's okay. And just save it there. Now that is some reference for today, for tonight, and I'm pretty happy with how we've come along tonight with this. Looking at it in the full big, it looks nicer. Right? Bit of a dark line on that window up there, I must say, but it's okay, I think. It's alright for what it is. We're getting somewhere, we're improving, I'll say that. You know, definitely improving. And I was worried about the colouring of how I'm doing them. I think it's coming along, it's getting better, put it that way, with the colours and stuff. Yeah man, it's got some different pictures. I've done this one, and I did this one. Some of these you can see they're much more softer in how they're done. Just freehand done like that, see? We didn't see the ground in them. This is the first one I've done where we're seeing the ground. Very liminal, huh? The lines are a little bit too strong, I must admit. In some areas they look a little bit strong, and the overall contrast is very strong on this, and the colour, the pink, is very, very strong as well. But it's okay. So, it's okay. Thanks for watching. More to come, lots more to come here. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Take care of the ones you love too, the best you can. Oh yeah, how'd you like that?